Oh, welcome again. Thank you for hanging around. I put on my druid, give it a whirl. Was thinking about running some escalation dungeons. See if I can remember how to run this. It's been quite some time. Okay, let's take some medicine. I have a feeling that this will be relatively easy, but whether I'm running it right or not is a different thing. Seems hitting nicely. And I'm not being my usual talkative self. I have a little bit of a sore throat. So just sort of trying not to speak too much. Some people say, yay, good. Oh, no, it's not hidden. Okay. Don't really need anything. Just running it for the sake of running.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Turn that off. I bloody know it. I still have no idea why all the other skills on the skill bar goes away when I cast Grizzly Rage. Honey lemon. See what wonderful things we have in store. Approaching pillars. Take a bit of that. Take a bit of this. And take a bit of the other. that's done anyway. Getting a little windy outside. Certainly not as quick as my Sork, but still good enough. To carry on. Why are these on now? Okay. Don't really need any gold. There's the boss. Kaboom. And body to be in this fella. What's in here? Oh, gem fragments. Okay. You keep on moving. Oh. Alright, let's see what we have in here. Oh. We do have is a wayfinder. Around looks strongly. The butcher's hunt. Look, I'm here. Here, come get me, butcher. I dare you. I'm not very good at picking things up, am I? My sense of direction seems to be missing today. Okay, there's a strongly. be anything here. Again, apologies for not talking very much. My throat is feeling a little bit painful. Although a little better since I've took the honey. Had some sort of lemon honey. Feels a little better. Okay, come into here. Take a little bit of this. Say hiya. How are you? Boom, boom, boom. Good enough. So, Greg's gold. The line's about here somewhere. Not as quick to go down as my Sark, but still good enough. But bugger off, he's dead. Might as well take him. Okay, let's go back to town. Now on my Sark, I had 159, well, now 160. 160 of these. I have no idea what the hell I'm going to do with them. I can open these one or two at a time. 160 of them. First of all, get rid of this rubbish. And I'm quite sure it is rubbish. Low power, max life attack speed. Well, that's an upgrade. It's not a GA to pulverize though. 2 to core skill, again, not a GA. GA and willpower. Okay, a couple of upgrades there, and that's fine. Let's see what these have. Iodoras, willpower. Yeah. What I got? Ursine Horror pulverizes an air skill and it overpowers. Shockwave, that travels out. Rabid Bear, Razorly Rage. That's max. Rampaging Werebeast. Seems okay. were my 72? I wonder if somebody can run some hundreds for me. You must be in the same position I am. Oh, I definitely don't want to do 110. I wonder how I would get on at 89. I'm not sure about this. Doesn't seem to be hitting very hard. Come this way. My word. I don't have any fire yet, so it's kind of... Come down, get these punch. Not too bad, so far so good. I think it'll depend on the boss though. I'm just not sure about how I am against bosses. And I'm probably missing a hell of a lot of it to do. Well, so far so good. There's a nice little bunch up here. And I do apologise for not being too talkative. My throat is a bit painful this morning. Well, this afternoon now. Had some honey lemon, which seemed to help matters a little bit. Come on. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. More poison. More poison. That's better. Well, seems to be okay. Taking a bit of time, mind you, with this. It's the only thing. Channeling? Excuse me. Yeah, we're only human here. So burps and farts and everything. Well, okay, right. Let's see how we do against the boss. Rusty. Oh shit. Oh box. Didn't do so good after all, huh? I was I need to pay more attention because I don't have any barrier. Fuck me. I'm not doing very good at this, am I? How do I do better? What am I doing wrong? Maybe I just need to move around a little bit more. Too used to running the store. Ooh, what's going on with that? Ah, that's a little bit better. Still crap though. I should spend these overs. Right, let's see. Yeah, because I got deadied. Let's spend these ovals, see if I can get anything decent. Killed twice. Absolute garbage. Right, what dropped? Nothing dropped. Right, so let's see if we can get some gloves with the GA on pulverize. Lucky hit, max life, willpower, armor, max life. What have I got here? Willpower and overpower. Okay. Try again. No, a GA isn't that much. Willpower, vulnerable. None of the rest really matter. Let's take some medicine and try that again. happy I had enough time at the boss. Otherwise I'd been right screwed. All that way and nothing to show for it. But somebody will probably tell me, why are you playing this character all wrong anyway? So it doesn't matter. I'm having fun. Even though I'm 300, I'm still early stages in here. I got the 300 on my sock. But I still have... Nobody's been able to tell me why the skills disappear when you press the Grizzly Rage. Somebody could be able to tell me, would be good. All the reading I do in it doesn't suggest that the skills go away or anything. Or maybe I'm just missing something. Which is entirely possible. So, we're into, I think, the last 10 days. So on Tuesday next week, the developers will be doing a live stream. They've said it's going to be a little different this time. So we'll see what they mean by a little different. But they will be telling us what changes they're going to make since the PTR. I didn't actually play the PTR, but I saw a reasonable amount of gameplay. And for sure, the druid looked awesome. The ravens, I think it cleared to pick 150. It had one of these silly damage numbers. It was like infinite. So without a doubt, that bug will be chopped. The Sork, there were quite a few playing ball lightning. That looked interesting. But for the Sork, the Hydra will still be very powerful. Even though they nerfed the serpentine aspect. Come on, what are they not gone down for? But still, because of the seasonal perks, it's still going to be extremely powerful. But I think that a lot of these seasonal perks is going to get toned up or down, depending on the perk itself. But certainly the Chaos Armor will, I think it's going to open up a lot of possibilities. And they may tone this down a little bit because it was pretty tremendous. Right, let's see if we can not die this time. Who have we got? Oh, that was a lot easier. What the hell did I do wrong last time? That was... Alright, so where's this glyph? Well, that seemed to be a lot easier. Oh, I don't know why. It's just because I'm fantastic. Which I doubt very much. Let's have another go. Oh, you know what I was going to do? I was going to take a look at the exact dates for the... I'll do it after this. It took a long time to go down, didn't it? Come up and do a little bit of this. Now you're wondering, is it 300? And he's had struggles. Oh, I might be at 300 Paragon, but my druid is a relatively young druid. So I'm just in the process of leveling up the glyphs. I think I've got a reasonable board, but it's probably not the best. I didn't follow anybody in particular, and so it's the amalgamation of a few different people's ideas on what it should be, followed by my own ignorance. To get Paragon bows the way I have. Nice bit of info. There's a lot of construction going on outside the window. There's a road that runs past the apartment block. And over the last couple of days it's a concrete road, so they've had to rip up the road first. I think what they're doing, there's a new development sort of on one side of us. And I think they're needing sort of lots of utilities and things like that put in, so there's a lot of digging that has to be put in, like drainage sewers and stuff like this. What am I doing? So yesterday they were sort of putting holes in the road, and it was noisy as hell. Not quite so bad today. No, not that way. A bit like this. Oh, that went down easy. Good. Take this group up here. Try not to die. slow though. I'm really, really quite slow. But the druid's not, this is not a speedy build anyway. Not like the sword. Or the evade spiritborn come to that. They can zip around like nobody's business. But the little druid here, not the speediest. But reasonably... Oh, here I am. Right, who we got this time? Blood Bishop. Try and avoid some of the... He's not going down as quickly as the last boss, the Hive Master, whatever it is. You put it there. He was okay though. Let's do my glyphs. We're still at 100%, so that's okay. It's when it gets to like I'm 75. When it gets to about 90, then I'm gonna have to run higher pits. But so far so good. I don't need to run any higher pits yet. When it gets down a wee bit, then I'll, you know, that percentage goes down. Because right now it's 100% success. Let's go down, shall we? Take this little bunch out. Ah, I tried to jump through the wall. I'm not a sark. Stupid bugger. Although you can put the teleport ability on there. You sacrifice one of the glyphs. I suppose that would be one way to move around a little quicker. It's bloody hot today outside. You know, the forecast this week has been for rain, rain, rain. But the actual, it's been hot, hot, hot. Oh, and where's the puddles? There was a typhoon came in down at Hong Kong. And we were supposed to, you know, get the sort of tendrils that come through. But no tendrils. Generally, it doesn't really get a little cooler until November. I'm just... So if you're wondering, I'm actually in the Jiangxi province of China. And yes, I'm Scottish. Not Chinese. So I have to play this on a VPN, which contributes to my latency. But anyway, that's not what I was talking about. I was talking about bloody temperature. It's way too hot. Even now, it's September and it's on the roof it's 40. And it's got a little humid. Anyway. It's my gripes over. This seems to be hitting quite nicely though. I think next season, I think I'll start on the Sork again. I'm not sure whether I want to run something different. Ooh. If I want to run a ball lightning, because there's 2 or 3 different ways that you can get the ball lightning to run. And I'm not sure that any one's really any better than the other. But also the Hydra is going to be super powerful. But depending on what they say and what the changes are for next week, from the PTR to the live server, oh come on, just move. No point to try and just take down one. Because the Sark, I do like speed. I have to say, I do enjoy teleporting all over the place. So this sort of guides me to the Sark. Now I think the Spiritborn has got the evade build is gonna make maybe a little bit of a comeback. But for overall speed and damage, the Sork is going to be a little difficult to beat. Okay, let's see which boss we got this time. Hive Master. Okay, the last time Hive Master went down relatively quickly. And again. Okay, 2GA. Let's do this. Let's just have a check of something for a minute. Yeah, maybe somebody can answer that question because I really don't know. Right, what did we get there? Oh, note in particular. Let's have another run. Oh, this one. See, right, hit Grizzly, and two of the skills disappear. Don't know why. Nothing I read in the tooltips would suggest that this happens. Or maybe I'm just reading the tooltip wrong. But really, I have no idea. Okay. I don't like this floor very much. Not when I'm playing the Sork. There's too many doors, too many corners, too many pillars. I always manage to get stuck on the damn things. Why is that taking forever to get down? So nobody knows. That's okay. Just one of these unexplained mysteries of Diablo 4. I haven't done too much research on the druids. Maybe there's a perfectly logical explanation. Okay, well, plenty of time. I mean, plenty of time on this floor. Let's go down this way, see what's down here. Okay, so we got this bit here. So we can go down through the middle, then up through the other side. I don't think I'm in Grizzly Rage or 100% of the time. I think maybe I'm only sort of 90% of the time, if that. And maybe this is why I'm not quite hitting what I think I should be hitting. Ah, let's wander up this way. take this corner out. Oh, the artillery shrine. No, I do like these. Yeah. Come here, don't run away. Yeah, teleport doesn't work. Keep wanting to press the evade, which is the teleport, and the drew on the Sark. A nice little bunch here. Another back nice punch. Oh, didn't realize I was so close. What have we got? Mother's Judgment. I don't think we've had Mother's Judgment so far. Ooh. Ooh, that was a bit close. Okay. Where did he go? Where did he go? Where did he go? There we go. Three teleports. Okay, got it. Yay. Not so bad. Continue my upgrading journey. Don't need all these non-GAs. No point. A couple of messages here. Blah blah blahs. Pardon me. Right, so what was I? Yeah. 10 days left. I've got most of these seasonal things. The only one I haven't done is this. And I can't be asked. But what you do need to do... Oh, I've got a whisper. What I need to do is gather my whisper. But if you haven't done this... where are we? Come on. If you haven't done your... I should claim these, shouldn't I? If you haven't done your renowns in previous seasons or this season, this is maybe your first season, do everything. You might not be able to get the Nahantu if you haven't got the expansion, but you can still do the rest. So because I've completed it in previous seasons, I don't really need to complete it again to get all the Paragon points. But you certainly need to make sure you've got all the additional Paragon points. So you need to finish these. So that's because when you come to start up next season, you'll start with additional Paragon points from the outset. So it just makes your season journey just that little bit easier. So if you haven't done it, do it now. That would be my strongest suggestion. I think I've got a couple. Oh, let's take these. Yeah. Oh, let's get rid of this lot first, because there's probably going to be sweet FA. It's not bad. If I didn't have the shroud, that'd be okay. Max life. Nothing else of interest. Let's have a look and see what's in here. Couple of runes. Is there any? Oh, there's at least an upgrade, 2 upgrades. Nothing that helps me though. Put in my this consumes. That lot. That all goes across the eternal. I've rarely run any of these because for the most part I've been running Belial. How did I get so many Belials? Well, to be perfectly honest, we had traded for them. Very early in the game I decided the rest of the bosses were just a pain in the ass to run with all these invulnerability phases, and I just went, let's just focus on Belial, because when you're running Belial you can get all the rest of them anyway, and I just found Belial easier to kill because it didn't have these stupid invulnerability phases. So I think the developers have made a change. Well, it certainly was a change in the PTR. They made a change to give the bosses a barrier, but kill the invulnerability phases. Because Andariel was just a right royal pain in the ass. No matter how strong you were, you couldn't kill her before she went in the invulnerability phase. And sometimes you could be 3 invulnerability phases before she actually went down. But now you'll be able, if you're strong enough, you'll be able to kill her. Boom, down she goes. Which is the right way, to be perfectly honest with you. So I'm looking forward to that. Where are we now? I don't have anything that really generates a barrier. I'm just wondering if I should do something for a barrier. It's good enough. No need to faff around too much. I'm not pit pushing yet anyway, so not sure if I will on this. Alright. Okay. I like when you can see the monster densities. It would be real nice if they could manage to get Suwa's map when running a group. I'm not sure how that would be possible, but it would be nice. Even if you could just, I don't know, share one map or whatever. Because it really is very, very beneficial. Even if perhaps some of the other mercenaries can give you a little bit more damage or a little bit more survivability. I like Suvo. I like to see where things are. Like I say, I'm never gonna have any speedrun records. Oh, why did I not? Anyway, with the druid. I think I'm gonna need to go and get some more honey lemon water soon. My voice, I should shut up maybe. Why did he not do anything there? Okay, well I know where the second floor is. If you're wondering how they get drawn together, it's through the hellfire that comes down. I know it's got something else, but you know what I mean. It's from the celestial surge. It helps bring them together. So don't forget that all of these things that are in the seasonal, they're going away. And we're getting the new, not seasonal powers, seasonal perks. That's what they're calling them this year. Same sort of idea though. But there's a couple of the seasonal perks. Was way overperforming. And I think they'll probably get dialed back. There was one on the Sork that gave you almost infinite mana, but you lost almost all your life, which was perfectly okay because I can't remember which one it was. Oh, here we go. Can't remember which one it was because I didn't actually run it, but it looked pretty damn impressive. Let's go to the line. Going down easy now. Famous last words. Yeah, that was okay. Could do with GA and the gloves. Let's see. Ding. Let's get out of here. Right, I'm gonna take a 5-minute break. I'm gonna get myself some lemon honey water. So I'll just be back in a minute.
Yes, I know your friends there as well. She just want to come out and really miss you.
Okay. Back again. Oh, the honey water does help the throat. The honey's got some nice medicinal properties. Right, so where were we? Still do the 89s because it's still giving us 100% chance to succeed. Maybe a little bit of an upgrade helps that damage. It's okay. But I thinking about next season. I do like the Raven build. It looked fun. But I think I will go for the Sork because I do like the speed. I think I need to see. This is it. Do I want to sort of find better gear or farm for better gear at this stage of the game to be able to triple hit Razor the Rages or whatever, or just stay the way I am and have fun? Ooh. Ooh, that was close. Nearly deaded there. I've never played the Ball Lightning Sword before. It was popular season 3, season 4 maybe. Sort of one or the other. So it'll be interesting to see how I can put together a build. Maybe I'll take a look at some of the old builds that people put together and modify it for the current season 10, because there has been changes to the way things were in season 4, you know, to the Paragon board, where you could have as many Paragon boards as you wanted almost, to now only having 5, which I think was a great change actually. I think it was a positive change. So the builds that were in season sort of 3, season 4, before this change happened, it'll be put together a wee bit differently than how you put it together now. So I can maybe take a look at some of the old boards, get some ideas, see if I can put together a build. Because there was on the PTR, there was at least three different builds for the lightning ball. One was using Occam's, if I remember right. I think the other one of them was in Stromhorn, something like that. Can't remember the exact names. Getting senile. And then one using just a sort of more regular. So it'll be interesting to see how we can fit everything together. Because with the Chaos armor, for the Sork, things like Ophidian Iris can maybe put it on a gloves. So it frees up that amulet slot for a regular amulet. And because the Chaos power is the maximum and at least one GA, it's going to be real interesting to see how frequently they drop. Because if they only drop from the new boss in the Infernal Hordes, then I think it's going to get stale quite quickly because nobody will be able to get the builds online that they want. Because you've not only to get the drop that you want, like the Ophidian Iris on the gloves, but then you've got to get the right GA drop on it as well. So it's not just getting like an Ophidian Iris. You have to get the GA on... Okay, Frost. Okay, I need to focus with the Frosty, because he killed me a couple of times. Oh, that was easier. Okay, I'm happy with easy. Yeah, so like just I'm making an example for the Ophidian Iris. So you maybe want, a GA on primordial bindings, but you don't get it. How long is it going to take to get? And maybe the Tal Rasha, maybe you want to put that on boots? Who knows? Just a couple of examples. Get rid of this. Oh, that's an upgrade. Willpower fire resists. 5 kills. That's a max. 3 ranks to wolves. Let's just do it while. See if I can get a GA on Pulverize. No, but I did get an upgrade. Agile Wolf. 4 to shred. Damn it. I say attack speed is okay, but nah, I'll keep the way I am. Like here. There you go. Well, right, so next. So I think next season, I think the Sork is going to be pretty powerful. I think the only one I feel a little sorry for so far, certainly in the PTR, was the Rogue. The Rogue doesn't really seem to have lots of love these past few seasons. Not really. The Rogue was looking pretty dire. But we'll see if they've got a bit of love in the, on Tuesday. Leading into the live game the week after. Now, certainly when Grizzly Rage is active, I seem to hit that a little bit more. These are increased healths. So that was... But to keep Grizzly Rage a little bit longer, I need to get a different master working on them. A better master working. It seems to be quite a short floor. Oh, we'll definitely have a bit of this. Oh, but bloody spiders. I dislike spiders. They always slow you down when you're trying to run. I see you bunch up here. Oh, wrong way. Okay, so we've got a nice little bunch here. That little group from the cubby holies came out to play. They're coming to me. I like that. More, please. See, my latency is at 235. And yet, when I'm playing something like this, it doesn't affect it too... It obviously does, but not to the same degree as that I notice when I'm playing my teleport build in the Sark. Because it sucks. I keep trying to teleport and I get stuck in walls or I get stuck in pillars. This is why I've got a sort of locking build as well. Because it's just that less frustrating. Should be almost there. Let's see what boss... Oh, there we are. Right, I'll drink first. Plenty of time. Resurrected Malice. I don't think I've had Malice today so far. No. That was close. Oh, I think he's gone. Yeah, good. Not too shabby. Still 100%. No, it's okay. So 90. It's now at 90. Okay, so I need to go up a couple of levels soon. When it gets to about 70, I think I'll start to run a couple of levels higher. So 10 levels higher still gives me 100%. Pardon me. So I could run 94s. See how that does. Going to be tougher on the boss though. That's for sure. Oh. That's a poison there. So far so good. As you go up in levels with your glyph, the hits, without a doubt, are much stronger. My main concern now is if I go in higher pits, it's about survivability. Do I need to sort of change across my Paragon boards, the nodes, to give me a little more survivability? And I'm hardly doing quick shift at all, so. I know there's a lot of stuff that I could be doing. Maybe I should spend all my gold and see if I can get a better amulet. Because on my eternal character, I'm capped out with gold already, so because every little piece that you take across adds up. And even if you only take a few million across every season, it gets there. I done a fair bit of trading last season. I'd done a bit of trading at the beginning of this season, but not so much. Just enough to mostly get me boss mats for Belial. Because the rest of the bosses were just freaking horrible to run with the invulnerability phases. I just preferred running Belial. And you could get all the bosses pool, you know, loot pool in Belial. So why should I run anything else? But I did make use of the trade sites, the Diablo trade in particular. That's really the only site that I used. I tried to, was it the Crimson whatever it was? I didn't like it. It was just not very intuitive. Getting stuff, didn't like it. So yeah, mostly I've been trading on the Diablo trade site. That's diablo.trade. And I mostly traded for Belial mats. So I got something that I thought might be able to sell, and then could sell it, and got Belial mats, which allowed me to get other stuff for sale. So it was a little bit of a, oh, Den Mother, haven't done Den Mother yet. So it worked out quite nicely for me, actually. I'll probably do the same for next season if there's anything that... But... Okay, where the hell did it disappear to? There we go. But the Chaos Armor is going to be non-tradable. So that sort of limits you to a degree. Okay, that's 100%. Now we're at 90. Everything went through, so that was okay. See here, I've still got 81 Betrayer's Husks. Now, it did get expensive, but when I first bought them, they were relatively inexpensive because it was at the beginning of the game. But next season, I think it's going to be a little bit better because the bosses, the developers, well, certainly in the PTR, the developers took away the invulnerability phases. So I think that it'll be a lot better, and then maybe, just maybe, I don't have a page full of boss mats. Because I haven't run any of the other bosses. Alright, so what have we got here? Willpower. You see, this is not a bad ring. Can you imagine if you got a 4GA of this ring and you could put it on your gloves or your pants or boots or whatever, you know? One of your armor slots. That you know, willpower, quick shifts, height and scent, depending on what build you're running. And as chaos armor, where it says here overpower and crit strike and deals 30 to 60%, it was 20% increase on the 60. It was a maximum plus 20%, whatever that maximum was. So if you can imagine getting this on something like gloves, it might become a really nice piece of armor, a nice pair of gloves. I'll keep on this 89s just now. Yeah, the medicine is okay. It seemed to be a little tough to get down. Smash. It reminds it a little bit of the Hulk. All green. A couple of seasons ago I was running the druid on the cataclysm, and that was fun. I did enjoy that. And you could actually do the cataclysm druid at some reasonably high pit levels. And you could, in the glyphs, put on the teleport from the Sork. So you could actually get around pretty damn quick. Oh, missed it. I thought I'd got it. Why, you know, standing in this pool of poison, why didn't it just keel over? This seems to be getting a little easier now that I've got a few more points in the Paragon, in the glyphs. Okay, I've got a heraldic reward. I'll have to mind to pick it up. Because on my Sark, I've got about 160. Something stupid like this, because I kept forgetting to pick him up. What is it? 160 is a stupid number to be. I'll have to remember next season to pick him up a little bit more frequently. what are you going to do with 160 cash to pick up on a character that you've already got to 300 and the gear that you need anyway? When I was on the Sork, I didn't change my gear for about, yeah, a good month, the last month of the season. Because I was happy with what it did for me. And I could not be asked to go through all the hassle of masterworking, tempering and masterworking. That whole system just, like, it's a biggest pain in my butt. Really dislike it completely. It'd be nice if you could dial in or save every 4th level so you don't have to reset all the way back to 0 if for the very last when you're trying to hit a triple you don't get it. Well, I'm quicker at getting through here. This is got quicker. On the frost again. Still need to take a little care. Oh, that's him done. Actually, not a problem this time. That's good. Chest armor. Alright, so let's see where we are. That's a 90% still. Let's change down to 80. Maybe when we get to 70, I'll change down. Okay, I need to get the power cable for my iPad. Allow this device to access photos and videos. Don't allow. You're not allowed. Right, so where are we? Because I'm multi-streaming. One on my iPad I've got on Twitch so I can see the chat on Twitch. And the other on my MacBook Air I've got on YouTube so I can see the chat on YouTube while they play full screen on my main monitor. I don't have dual monitors. My setup is a little compact. So I don't have all the bells and whistles that some of the guys have for streaming. We got 5 minutes. Let's just take some more medicine. We're still at 80%. So we'll just keep running. Oh. So for everybody that's new to the channel, welcome. I hope you're enjoying me getting the shit kicked out of me. So I'm playing my druids, which is, it's a little bit of a baby druid. You know, I got to 300 on my Sork, and then done a 20-second upgrade. Okay, what I did, I saved a shitload of whispers and other stuff, Mostly whispers. And then I created a druid. Stood in town, and then I opened them. I think I had about 60 plus caches to open, and it got me and this druid from 0 to 60 in about, well, I'd like to say just over 20 seconds. I thought I'd just give it a go and just see what happened, and it worked. But it does mean that you have to save, you know, quite a lot of caches from your whispers, all the whisper events. But hey, if you're going to do 2 characters, it's definitely one of the most simplest way of getting from 0 to 60. Not the only way, obviously, because, you know, like I did for many people, when I was leveling up my Sorc, I helped people level up their new character by running pits for them. So they got to 60 in about 15 minutes. But there's a difference between 15 minutes and 20 seconds. But when you have somebody help you leveling up, they'll usually do a pit level that allows you to also open up T4. I think I ran 69s, and it took about 15 minutes in total, about 5 runs. It helped me and it helped them. It helped me to gain XP, and it helped them to level up. All I asked was if you enjoyed what I did, like and subscribe, or I'd like, perfectly okay. No hassles, no pressure. I was just happy to help. It helped me, and it helped because it was something I was doing already anyway. So I know some people charge for this service. I did a few seasons ago, but then I decided to do it for free. And it was fun. And I'll probably do the same next season. What have we got this time? Scourge. Just keep away from the secondary monsters. Ooh, that hit me. Scourge seems to be taking a little time to go down, doesn't it? Oh, face the right way. Get out of that. Scourge of the Land is one of the ones that's taken more to get down than the rest of them, actually. Okay, he's done now. But that was a longer fight than the last half a dozen. Okay, that's 90%. That's still 80. Oh, that upgrade failed though. That's done. So that's still 80 after this. That's 2 upgrades failed. 3 upgrades failed. 80% means like 2 in time. That was 3 in time. Oh well. It is what it is. But thank you very much for everybody watching this video. I really appreciate it. I'm having fun. Some of you are probably watching this to go to sleep. It's perfectly okay. So where are we now? So yes, I do thank everybody that's subscribed to the channel. It helps a great deal in growing. What I'm going to try and do next season is maybe do a little bit more sort of how-to videos. How did I do this? How did I do that? What's my thinking on this? What's my thinking on that? Maybe this will just sort of help people understand a bit more, especially the new guys. I'm not saying I'll be perfect at it, probably won't be, but I'll make a start. I've also been, over this last week, I tried a new video editing software, DaVinci Resolve. It's extremely powerful and extremely intimidating. Trying to figure out what the hell to do, it's like, wow. But much better than the sort of video editor the free video editor I was using. This is extremely powerful. And it's still free. There is a paid version for it as well, but the version I'm using is free because it does 90% of what the paid version does. But it is a bit intimidating. It's professional level. And the last videos that I have uploaded was using the DaVinci. And they're okay, but they're still not to where I want them to be. So over the next, between now and the beginning of the season, this is me trying to understand it a wee bit more so it becomes a little easier and a little quicker. So I can turn things around a little bit better. But it's very powerful. But it's also, good to do something different. Make yourself feel a little uncomfortable. And that's how you grow. But I'm never going to be a professional video editor. That's that's for sure. I don't have the patience. So maybe by this time, 5 years time, I might have figured out more than just the basics. But there is thankfully quite a lot of help on YouTube about how to do this, how to do that, how to do the other. It's been very intensive watching. Come on, what's happening to these guys? Get down there. So it's been fun. Trying to upload stuff in 4K, understanding all the settings that you need to have from even a recording point of view. You see, one of the things that I need is a light. But where I am, I'm thinking, where the hell can I put a bloody light? Because right now we're seeing a lot of reflection from the game screen, from the monitor. But it's okay. I'm not professional. Not even a talented amateur. Okay, so seeding Hive Master has been relatively easy to get down. And see how this one. I don't know why it's sort of. Oh, let's get out of here. Get out of there. Okay, that's him done. Armoring nobles. Alright, so 1 success, 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 fail, success. So that's them all at 83 now. Yeah, they're all the same. $94. I wonder if I could do a 94. Let's go get rid of this stuff first. There's an upgrade. Wow, that's not a bad Godslayer. Triple GA. Well, oh well. Not that I need it anyway, but you know, still. And I'm not going to keep it because I'll need to junk it after, because everything goes through to the Eternal, and I don't want to take this to the Eternal. So what have we got here? Overcharged, Lightning Stone, max life, 5. Right, let's have a look at 94, shall we? You might be asking yourself, why is he doing 94 rather than 95? Well, every unit of 5, the HP from 94 to 95 goes up considerably, or from 79 to 80. So the HP of the monsters goes up considerably. But the XP between the two levels is very, very similar. So you're always better running just that one less than the 5, the unit of 5. So that's why I went up to a 94, not a 95. So far, so good. But the key, you know, it's not getting through the junk monsters. It's the boss. See if I can manage to kill the boss. Because I'm not worried about how long it takes me. Because I'm at 300 already. It's just so I don't need to focus on gaining XP, because I can't gain any more XP. So it's really about just upgrading my glyphs so I can get through these that little bit easier. Maybe I could run with some sorks, because what we can do, they can just forge on ahead, and I'll clean up all the junk that we leave behind, which is what I used to do with a couple of druid friends of mine. I used to run on ahead, get onto the second floor as quickly as possible, while they cleaned up everything on the first floor. And then we're not doubling up on killing monsters, so we maximise the pit runs. And it worked quite nicely. Not perfectly, obviously, you know, but still pretty damn good. Well, it's kind of looking as though I'm getting through this in about the same time as it was the 1789s. Because this is something that it's not necessarily about how quickly you also kill the monsters, it's about how quickly you can get around the floor. No, it's slower, it's definitely slower. I just talking about the bullshit before. Come on. Where's the puddle pools? Poison pools of... Where is it? Oh, there it is. Come on, where's the... There we go, that's another big one. And with any luck, these ones come and join. Increased health. They went down easy enough. Well, come and join the party. You need to be a little careful here, but they are taking a long time to get down, aren't they? Ah, buddy, you. Let's go find another group. You wanna join? Come. Ah, that's a better area. With any luck, this might get me through to the boss. Yes, it did. Okay, so I'm about at least a minute longer to get through to the boss. Mother's Judgment. Before went down relatively okay. But you have to be a little careful because she jumps away. You can bugger off. There, yeah. He jumps away and leaves you with the Lilith or whatever. I think that's Elias. Okay, you're almost done. Yeah, I was just being a little cautious there, but she went down relatively okay. Back up to 100%. So where are we? Over 10% overpower. Increased damage while shape shifted. Increased damage. Increased non-physical. Increased crit. Cool. Ooh, that was a bit of a rubber. Just give me a tick. I'm gonna check. Pardon me. Oh, that latency just went a bit nuts. I'll see if that sort of comes down a wee bit before I start another pit. 500, that's just a tad high. In the meantime, I'll go grab these things. Max life, resource cost reduction, new. Okay, there's better now. Okay, let's see if I can get a decent pair of gloves. And the answer to that question is no. Look at the amount of these that I got. About 50-50. Well, not quite. Little end up. That would have been 50-50. I'm not sure I want to run such a high pit with a latency of almost 300. Just seems to be a little bit excessive. I wonder if I'll log off and log back on again, see if that works. Sometimes it does. Well, I'll keep my fingers crossed it worked down to 160. Right, so take my medicine. And back up to 300 again. Oh, for goodness sake. $400. When the latency gets so high, it's a little tough to run. Oh. Nope, don't want to answer you. Junk call. Anyway, when the latency gets up as high as 300 plus, it gets a little tough to survive, to be honest. That's the key. Because you're never quite doing what you think you should be doing. couple of weeks ago when I was still running my sort, getting up to the 300, the latency was really good. For a long time, it was sort of below 150. But this last week or so, the latency has been pretty high. And I'm just wondering if it's because of work that they're doing to get ready for next season. Maybe the server loads are a little bit tough on the other side. Okay, let's have a go at this. Because I think I remember saying something the same last season, that the average latency was a bit high, whereas for the most part, the latency through the game was reasonably okay. Yeah, everything just have to pay a lot more attention. I definitely don't like you. But you see that rubber binding going nasty. I'll just take it easy. Of course it would happen when I'm running spiders. I mean, see, I'm not even teleporting here. Teleporting with this would be an absolute nightmare. It says 280 almost, 270. Yeah, now it's jumped to 300. Would you bugger off? This is definitely going to take longer. Look at this, I'm way behind. And this is not just because of spiders. This is also the latency. That's a little better. Complain. That's all you do. Alright, that was that one done. Oh, this is a nice little group. Come on. Pull together. Second floor, here we come. Oh, okay. I quite like this floor. Because even though it's, you know, in corridors and such, it's a little bit wide open. It's square. There's no stupid ins and outs. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll head down one side, come up through the middle, and then head down the other side. The ones that's got increased health, they take a bit of time to get down. What we'll do, we'll head down this way first. Grab these. Then come up in through the bottom. Get these. Oh, there's a lethal shrine. That's good. Oh, not gonna worry about them. Okay, so this is we're coming in through the bottom of this hall. Oops. Kind of these are taking some time. Right, so come into the hall. Hopefully the remnants of that one will follow me through here. God, this is a lot slower. I wonder if I just restart the whole game. Maybe that'll help. Goodness sake. That's annoying. So it dropped me. It says we've had enough of you complaining. Bamush, get out of here. Well, maybe now it'll actually be a half decent connection. Ah, I thought it wasn't going to let me log on there for a minute. Okay, that latency is much... Oh well, let's try this again. I don't want to do 110. What was I doing? 94s, wasn't I? Okay, this latency is much better. 100 below 150. It's 122. Now, if it keeps like this, it should be okay. Much better. Much better. I'm liking it when the latency is much improved. Right now on 150. Yeah. Feel as though I'm in control. Well, as much as you can be. So much easier. So I guess you just got to witness firsthand what crappy latency is like and what sort of half decent latency is like. Look at that. And it's not as though I'm hitting any harder. It's just the latency is much better. So it's a lot, you know, you can get the commands down to the character on the live server that much easier. Ooh, an artillery just before I go to the next floor. That's good. Next group. That's a nice big group there. I'll leave them and move on to the next. If they can follow, that'll be nice. That's good. Follow me. Okay, this is a nice big group. With any luck, that'll go down nice and quickly. No! It's a junk ball. I think hopefully with this last group here, we might be able to get to the boss. Yeah. Yeah, that was much quicker. Scourge. Scourge was a little problematic. At 94, they are a little bit tougher anyway. Obviously. But this is where your lag really would make a huge difference. If you had very, very long lag times, then the chances of survival is a lot less. Because when you think you're going somewhere, in actual fact, you're not. Like I say, it's tough enough here, and this is a 165, which is reasonably okay. I think I've got him though. Just have to make sure I don't die at the very end. Where's my puddles? Oh, nearly. Ah, that was a bit touch and go. There he goes. Whoa! 100% still. Good. So that's good. I think I've managed to get about 10 levels today on each. Roughly. I think so. But that was a bit touch and go there at the end. See if I can get past that a little bit easier this time. So far so good. Definitely hitting, as you go up in your glyph, it's much harder. Very true. Be interesting to see how far I can push this up. I think to push it really a little bit further, I need to get some master working or remaster working, and some maybe a GA on a couple of things would be probably a good thing. But we'll see how far I can push it just the way it is. Come on, die. Yeah. Next coup. Just when I thought my latency was getting good. I'm pretty sure this is they're doing something to the live server. Okay, this is a nice group. Take the blast wave. Right, this road is a bit so. But I'm happy with the glyph progression. It's been pretty good. I know this is the wrong way, but I want to get this there. Good. What's this? Artillery? Oh, thank you very much. If there's any questions that you'd like to ask about the game, then just drop a message and I'll answer to the best of my abilities. Look at that. Okay, that's because of latency. I wonder if I'm going to get dropped again. No, I can't see myself surviving very well against the boss. Not at this. I'm amazed I'm lasting like I am. That's a ridiculous latency. I think I should be at the boss soon. So we'll see how. Yeah, okay. This is going to be painful, I feel. Slither. Because I'll not be able to move out of the secondary bosses or the shadow bosses very easily. And I'll not really know until if they've got me until they've got me. Come on. You can do it. Get out. Yeah, go on. Don't ask me how I'm doing it because I have no idea. Look at that. Jesus H. Come on. Get out of there. Come on. You can do it. No. No! Fuck! God damn it. That boss was dead. Yeah, now the latency gets a little bit better. Still not anywhere close to being what it should be. Come on, move. Move! Oh, wait, get out. Damn. Go on, get. Where is it? There. Get out of there. Come on. You've got. Oh. Done it. Good. But I did get a death, so I've only got 4 instead of 5 upgrades. That was at 90%. But that's the latency. This is why it's difficult running some of the content when you've got a high latency. Let's just spend these obols. There's no way you should get a bluey at this stage of the game. Or even yellows. You're in T4. Wow, look at that. Triple GA. But it's of no real use because the triple GA that I've got, well, the double GA I'm sort of happy with. Because I'd need to move away from cold resist to pulverize. Maybe I take it across into the Eternal. I'll make that choice later. Right, I think I am going to take a break for a wee while. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate this. All the likes, all the follows, all the subscribes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you haven't, please do. And I'll see you soon. So let me take a break.